I mean, a wedding would be really interesting. I mean, I think it would be very interesting to see that kind of final solidification of two, people in their hearts.
Cole, it's nice to virtually meet you. I'm so excited about this season. I just watched the first 3 episodes, like I'm sure everybody did, and it's absolutely fantastic. Of course, episode 1 kicks off with a bang, but how much would you say Beth's accident affects her relationship with Rip this season, if at all?
God, I mean, physically, she's obviously gone through a lot, not only this last year, but years prior. So, she's a tough girl, but I think, ultimately it's going to be up to Rip to, take care of her, in the beginning.
Definitely. You think we'll see a wedding this season?
You'll have to wait and see.
I know. I knew you wouldn't give me. Would you want to see a wedding between the two of them? And do you think that this relationship is endgame? Is there anything that really can kind of tear these two apart?
A wedding would be really interesting. I think it would be very interesting to see that kind of final solidification of two, people in their hearts. But the end game, I kind of have this idea, maybe 6 years from now, maybe, sooner, but that they're sitting on a porch having a glass of whiskey together and just staring off into the land. That would be, I think, that moment of just like, whew, we made it,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Taylor would ever do that, of course, but that would be my kind of vision, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. That's the perfect ending. They've been through a lot. It would be a nice deep exhale for that one.
Yes.
But obviously somebody new comes into your relationship this season with Carter. And how does kind of playing this father figure to this character change Rip?
I think it changes both Kelly and I, or I should say Beth. Being able to then kind of look a little bit different into their lives and how they deal with, this young teen coming in and the troubles that he's gone through. And I think they're different than what obviously Rip went through as a young man, and how John, took him under his wing. But I think what Rip learned from John is kind of how he implements, his kind of fatherly advice, his fatherly, love, or you can call it tough love, and really trying to get this kid to get him on the right track, and potentially see him successful in his, young adult life.
Yeah, definitely. What do your kids think about you playing Rip? And do they think like you're like the cool dad, and are they totally like invested into your career?
Yeah, I have a 17-year-old, a 13-year-old, and an 8-year-old girl. And the two boys, they're like, they go into school, and I think a lot of the kids know that I'm on Yellowstone, and they're excited about it. My 8-year-old daughter, she thinks like I'm Superman. So it's pretty cute.
Well, I'm sure they thought it was probably so great that all these people were dressing up as you as Halloween.
No, I think last year, I think was the first year where everybody was like, wow, this is pretty wild. And I was like, yeah, no, it's gotten interesting, hasn't it?
Totally.
I love the little kids that dress up, the little kids that dress up as Mini Rip and Mini Beth, and they still have the bottle of wild turkey. It's a little funny to me, but it's like, I saw one kid had a cigarette. I thought, wow, this is pretty wild. So
pretty wild. Obviously this is such a heavy show and, a lot of drama, but how do you guys keep things light and fun, like when cameras aren't rolling on set?
With Kelly and I and Kevin and even Luke, we're all actors. We've been doing it a long time, and certainly we spend a lot of time offset as well together. There'll be dinners and somebody will have a party, on the off days and stuff like that. And so, we work really hard, but we play as well. And it's just, it's a little family, up in Montana, and it's been that way since the beginning. Taylor's wife, Nicole, throws these really cool, barbecues and stuff like that with music, and they'll fly in somebody. So it's just, like I said, it's a great family unit up there, and the crews have been fantastic. And, we'll see this thing keep rolling, and hopefully this year people love it.
Definitely. So who would be the best and worst real life cowboy? I know you guys work with real life cowboys, but, from the main cast, who would be the best and the worst?
A lot of people would think Jefferson White, but he's actually, over the last year or so, he's become a much better cowboy. But he was by far the worst coming into it. But he's put a lot of work into it. A lot of people don't know he's actually a decent athlete. So, but God, everybody's grown so much within the riding world, and we have the best trainers some of the, obviously the actors are real cowboys, like Foyer J. Smith, Ryan Bingham. So everybody's gotten good, and Taylor's made it a point to make sure that everybody, you know, including me over the years, is on every horse, every saddle, every discipline, and so that we can all do our own stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Ever taken a spill?
No, not yet. No. Knock on wood.
Right. Knock on wood on that one. Well, Cole, thank you so much, and congrats on another great season. I can't wait to see it unfold.
Thank you so much, Christina. Good
All right,
talking.
have a good day.
Take care.
Thanks.